So I'll start with my questions.
Okay.
I do have a few quick fire ones. I feel like my ones for Miguel were a bit more intense. They were like, whoa. You're a radio host. You hear people's voice all the time. What noise gives you the absolute ick when they talk?
I suppose if someone's like really screechy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Like I don't know. Yeah.
because when you're working in radio and they do the it's really...
yeah. I feel like I breathe really heavy and I feel like that gives me the ick.
And I feel because you're live, there's no way back if you do it.
Yeah. Like that's it, you go. But I actually prefer being live so much better than anything pre-recorded, just because I feel like you've said it and you've said it now. Do you know what I mean? Like it's more authentic, you can't go back on it.
What's your take on people having burner accounts to stalk their exes or their current boyfriends? Are you for it or against it?
Against.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not stalking no one for nothing. I don't know.
You've never had like a communal burner account between you and your friends?
Never.
Really?
I've never had a burner account, no.
I had a LinkedIn burner account once.
Really?
Yeah.
Because on LinkedIn you can see everything, can't you? Whoever you look at.
I don't really care about who they're dating now. I care about if they're failing in their professional career. Like, that's what I care about.
That is completely fair. Like, oh, you're failing, huh?
That's what's going to make me feel better, you know?
Yeah, fair.
If their bag's being affected or not. Lights on or off when sexy time's happening?
I like a bit of mood lighting.
In between?
In between. So, like, you know, now we've got the Christmas tree up. The Christmas tree up is
Not with those, like, angel lights.
No, just the normal light. Like the little twinkly lights that go all the way around.
Okay, I can cope with that.
Yeah.
But are they on the what do you call it? Epilepsia?
No, just stay as a
standard
light. Yeah, just a standard light.
Okay,
Yeah.
because they do really have 8 settings these days.
Yeah, they do. No. I'm just talking about standard light, a little bit of mood lighting.
Okay. Have you ever pretended to be asleep to avoid morning sex?
No.
That's so nice, Chess.
I know, I've never pretended to be asleep. I have obviously said, like, I don't want to have sex right now.
Yeah.
But I've never pretended. I just say it. Yeah, I'll just say, like, nah.
Very honest girl.
No, yeah. So boring.
What's something that's on your mind that you shouldn't really admit?
Oh, what do you mean?
It could be anything.
What's on my mind that I shouldn't really admit?
It could be something you've done, something you want to do but you can't really do.
Oh, I don't know. That's a really hard question.
Answer it.
Answer it now.
Yeah.
What's something on my mind that I wouldn't normally admit? Oh, I fart all the time.
Okay. When you've been single, because you're not single now, and someone has asked you for your number, what's the most creative lie you've told the person?
I'll just be like, you can have my Instagram, but I don't lie.
Do you not?
No, I'll just be like, oh, I don't want to give you my number.
Because girls really be putting out like crazy background stories with subplots and A plots and B plots and everything. And
Maybe I've given someone my number with a wrong digit in.
That's
I feel like I've done
standard.
that. Yeah, I feel like I've done that, but I don't think I've never done anything creative.
So, Chess, welcome to Sexonomic.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
I've been excited to get you in here because you are a ball of energy.
Yes.
And you are such good fun. So I met Chess when I was doing the radio at Hoxton Radio, and she is a presenter. How did I say that? Presenter. She is a presenter.
I'm rubbing off on you already. She's been with me for like half an hour. She's talking like me.
She's a presenter, a radio host, and you do some TikTok lives, don't you?
Yeah,
as well?
yeah. TikTok live hosting for brands.
And I just thought you'd be good to get into stuff today with.
Yeah.
So yeah, looking forward to getting into it. Any other notes on how we met?
No. And we've got a little girl group of girls that all do like presenting in different ways. It's cute.
Yes.
We love it.
You have a lovely, nice, consistent boyfriend. And that might not seem like an interesting angle like from far away, but I think it's really interesting because it's hard out here in the streets to find someone who's just nice and normal. And so how did you meet your boyfriend?
So basically can I just say I haven't had good boyfriends previously, right? This is like I've always had a boyfriend since I was 15 years old, but I haven't had a good boyfriend. This is the first, like, he's a keeper. Like I'm good. We're gonna get married. I had a boyfriend. We were together. He cheated on me.
Oh my God, sorry.
Yeah.
What did he do?
So
Do you not want to speak about it?
I'm not worried. It's just if he sees it, but I mean, hey. So basically, he went out one day and he went to work, he'd left his phone at home. So I went on his phone to text his work colleagues to be like, he's going to be late. And I never go on his phone. Like, I'm not one of those people. Anyway, I saw a girl's name and I was like, I don't recognise this name. And it said something like the girl's name and then like recruitment. And I was like, weird.
Course recruitment.
Yeah, like because he did like freelance work and stuff. So I clicked on the message and I read through the messages and it was like, she'd said like, oh, I'd never slept with anyone before and then never spoken to them again. Yeah.
Ew.
So he came back to get his phone and obviously I'd already seen this. So then I said it to him. I was like, I've seen it. Blah, blah, blah. But so much had happened in our relationship. We'd broken up so many times. Like, he told me he didn't love me before. I don't know, I'm just obsessed with love, so I suppose I just kept staying with him.
How old were you at that point?
Oh, this was like only like... So I've been with Sachin. Well, I met Sachin 2 years ago. We've only been together a year and a half.
Current boyfriend,
Sachin. So this was before that. So this was about... It wasn't that long ago. Like 2.5 years ago.
I think when something like that happens and it happens to you on your first experience, often it can really, affect the way people look at relationships. Mm-hmm. And like almost you kind of level up and you say, this person is obviously stupid, they've cheated, it's the coward's way. Or you almost become the villain and you start acting the way they do and do it back to them. And
so I didn't do it back, but I just kind of like ignored it essentially. Basically I got a promotion. I was working in an office at the time. I got a promotion at work that week. My nan died that week. And I just ended up like back with him and a boy at work was like, you're an idiot. What are you doing?
Did this boy want you?
No. He was just a really nice boy actually. He was married. He's had a baby. He's really lovely. No, he was so lovely. So, and everyone in the office was like, what are you doing? Because obviously I was crying and told everyone.
Because mums always know. Did your mum know that he was a rotter?
See, I'd kind of convinced everyone that he wasn't. So I'd like stuck up for him so much. And I didn't tell anyone that he cheated on me. So I went and stayed at my mate's house for 2 weeks and didn't tell any of my family.
Just to get it out of your system.
Because I thought if I tell everyone, then I've got to break up with him. But if I don't tell anyone, then I can kind of do what I want.
What's your best advice to someone who is getting cheated on for the first time and the advice to move forward?
I would say that you don't need that person in your life. Like, I know a lot of people don't think there are nice people out there. There are good men in the world. She's like, there are good men in the world and you don't deserve that. So just don't stay with it. Like, there's no need to stay with someone that's cheating on you. I just think you end up losing confidence in yourself. That's what you end up doing. And
to me, like, often it's the men who cheat who proclaim to be like the most masculine. Mm-hmm. And to me, cheating is a little bitch's move because it means you're not confident enough to especially lie about.
It's a weak move.
It's a weak move, and that's why it's a little bitch move, because you can't even often go to the person you cheated on and said, look, I've done this, this and that. That's like a coward.
Like, he never would have told me. Yeah. I found that and he never would have told me.
But Chess, think about all of the people in relationships and they've been going strong for so many years and things like that have happened, but they've just not had the opportunity to look at the phone and see they've done that.
And they've never, But I think if I think about it deep down, we were never right for each other.
You think you always knew something?
We weren't like on the same wave. Like he wouldn't have wanted me doing all the things I'm doing now. Do you know what I mean? Like, he just wouldn't have wanted it.
Then, yeah.
I don't know. I've just always wanted to be in love. I've always wanted that fairy tale, and I just think I've chased it forever.
But do you think the fairy tale thing you're told as a little girl, because I know I was told it through pop culture, Disney films, do you think that was helpful or was it not helpful?
I think it's nice to see because I think there is good relationships out there. However, I think the idea of finding someone when you're young, like the first person you meet, that's that person, is the wrong idea to give people, because you don't know who you are when you're young. You change so much. I'm not saying relationships don't ever work when you've got together when you're like 21 or 18 or whatever, but I just think you change so much as a person. So to have the idea that you're going to meet a Prince Charming and that first person you meet is going to be your forever person, it's kind of setting you up for disappointment.
Yeah, I think what you're kind of, especially, so we're born, I guess we're of the generation of the late 90s, early 2000s. So lots of Disney VHRSs and DVDs, I suppose, and lots of princess films. And you're always told, you know, about a prince that's going to come and rescue you. But I just feel that the expectation of everything will click into place and you'll walk off into the sunset and everything will be happy ever after is just unrealistic and pragmatic to what life is like.
Yeah, because even if someone's amazing,
yeah,
it's still not all roses all the time.
Yeah, it's just unrealistic that it will be great forever. And I think that's the biggest learning curve for a lot of women as they grow up to realise, oh shit, the prince is an alcoholic. Or the prince is into cocaine Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, maybe Sunday to get over it sometimes. Or like maybe he just can't get it up, you know?
Yeah.
And sometimes, you know what, the princess isn't all that she's cracked up to be as well. Like
everybody's got their faults.
We are going to go through some stats that Bumble have produced in the last quarter of 2025. I love saying quarter, it makes me sound so professional. So there's a new trend apparently called micromance, which is a play on the word romance, and it's about redefining romance through simple gestures like sending memes or playlists, with 86% of singles agreeing on that's how they show affection and that's how they would interact with someone. I have never sent anyone a playlist in my life. You have. It's like sending a mixtape.
I've never sent a playlist.
You sent a mixtape?
No. So like when...
You sent them your radio show reel?
No.
Hi, it's me, Chess Picture today.
No, so when me and Sachin like were first like kind of met kind of thing, I like introduced him to music that I listened to. Okay. So like he added it to his playlist.
But every bit of music you listen to, because there's the music we feel comfortable sharing and also there's the music that we're a bit embarrassed to share that we listen to.
Oh no, I'm not embarrassed.
Are you not? No, not about anything?
No, about anything. Barbara Streisand, I was sending Frank Sinatra. I love Frank. Frank's my love.
Okay.
So I was like showing him all this old music because I'm very into like older music like Motown and then like Frank Sinatra, you know, Dean Martin, people like that, Tony Bennett. I was like, take this. Bit of Doris Day.
What was his thoughts?
He actually was like, some of this is really good.
Bangers.
And now when his Spotify age come out, it's like really old. But I'm guessing he listens to like older hip hop and he also listens to like the old tunes that I've now introduced him to.
Have a look at his Wrapped Up.
Okay.
Spotify Wrapped Up.
Mm-hmm.
You might find some interesting stuff in there. Some of the other data was 95% of singles say they worry about finances, job security, housing and climate change are all factors on how they choose to date people. 95% of people have said that according to the sample that Bumble have asked. Mm-hmm. That's quite shocking, I think.
So you think about what money people earn and stuff like that?
I think all people have always thought about it.
Yeah.
I think the 95% has shocked me immediately there, but I completely understand why most people would worry about picking a partner based off finances, job security, housing, climate change. To me, that's actually, now I say it's not that shocking.
Well, if Sachin thought about that, he wouldn't be with me. Because I'm a go with the wind kind of gal. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, the prospects are like, who knows what she's going to do next?
When you see someone and you fancy them, are you not instantly, like, sizing them up?
I don't...
You're nicer than me, Chess.
Well, no.
I've got the spreadsheet open in my mind. Yeah. Not just finance, but just I'm trying to build a picture.
As I said, I've always had bad boyfriends. So Sachin's the first one that's not, is really like not. So I suppose maybe my radar is normally really off.
So like when you meet someone, are you not just instantly like trying to instinctually work them out and suss them out? I don't know if that's me just because like it's like my way of figuring people out and I feel safer if I can figure them out quicker.
I feel like I think like, am I drawn to this person? Like, do I think they could be in love with me?
So you're more drawn by quality rather than trying to build up the puzzle of the full picture.
Yeah, I'm more
Okay.
like, if we're in love, we're in love.
Yeah.
I'm probably a bit stupid, but that is what I would say. Yeah, I'm more like that.
But I feel that statistic is basically what we just said, because basically you could be drawn to equality. So whether it's finances, job security, or housing, or climate change. Although I do believe in climate change. I'm not sure why I just hyphened it climate change. Don't come for me. Or it could be like me, who's someone who, I don't know why, but I just have to start building like the full picture and working them out.
Yeah, but I do think it like makes sense, especially as you're getting older, when you're looking for someone, when you're dating when you're younger and you're like, oh, we'll see where this goes. But when you're looking for someone as like a prospective husband or someone to have kids with, I think that is when you have got to think more.
Just a single quality I'm drawn to, that's definitely a friendship thing. I agree with you. But whenever it's a man and they've obviously expressed some kind of romantic interest, or it feels a bit flirty, even before like we've exchanged phone numbers, I just like kind of do a quick flash into the future and see if I can see him like holding my baby, and then I'm like, okay, can I? No, I can't see it.
I don't think I do that as early on.
No, but like, it's not that I'm going to do it with this man, but can I see the picture in my mind?
Yeah.
You know, as we start dating, can I see that imagery? And if you can't imagine something in your mind of what that will look like, it will not come true, because you don't know how to work for it and put things in place for it.
Yeah.
That's my opinion and thoughts.
Yeah, no,
but you're more go with the flow, so
I'm like, yeah, a bit go with the wind.
but you can probably see the picture.
Bad decision. No, me and Sachin, I see it.
We see the picture.
We see the picture. We're gonna get married. We're gonna have a fusion wedding.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Indian, English fusion. Got it all.
Are you gonna go to both countries?
No. We're just gonna have one day.
One day.
But there's gonna be a fusion.
Okay.
Some sort of fusion.
Okay, well, I love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be great. His mum's well excited.
So the fly.
Not that we're engaged.
Hint, hint.
I actually said this yesterday. I've originally said I want to get engaged when I'm like 37 and have all my kids first. And then I said, actually, I don't know, maybe I want to get married before I have kids. And then he was like, whoa. He was like, not yet, Jess, I'm not ready for that yet. Just
Men, when they like decide to have children, they decide to have children.
Yeah, but then my friends,
I think women can go in and out of it.
Yeah. Like one day I'd be like, oh, this would be so much fun and I'd love them so much, it'd be so great. And then other days I'm like, oh, but I do this and I do this, and it would make it a lot more trickier to do all these things.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah.
That's why you got to be doing that little puzzle of, can you see the picture in your mind?
Yeah, I like it.
The last piece of data from Bumble was 59% of women want a partner who brings emotional stability, someone emotionally undependable and steady. What does the other 31... Wait, what's the other half of the 59%? 41. What does the other 41% of women want? Someone who's mentally unwell and not emotionally stable.
Some people like the drama, don't they?
They do.
That is what I used to be like that.
You like the drama?
When I was younger, I loved the drama. It was very up and down. It was like, he loves me, and now it's like this, explosive, and then he loves me, and then he doesn't. And then it's... Yeah, I loved that when I was younger.
But why?
Don't know. Maybe I'll have to get therapy to find out. But
well, let's discuss, like, why is it that some people like the drama? Because one thing I've been realizing about myself is that I'm a very logical person, contrary to what people think. When I think about making a decision or why people have done what they've done, I try and understand it through the lens of logic. But some people are quite irrational people, so they don't follow logic, and that's the most scariest person for me to be around, because I don't understand it. I can't work it out or build a puzzle around it, so I just don't feel safe around that. So the idea of being with someone and the excitement and there's no logic behind it, that's terrifying to me, Chess.
Yeah, I get it, but I think my whole family is very like... It's like I could have a screaming match with my mum. She could throw clothes out the door, and then we'll be talking an hour later.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like, so it's when I grew up, it was very like... I know my mum is a legend, and she absolutely loves me to pieces. But it was very like 1 minute you're all screaming at each other, the next minute it's all right.
Yeah.
It's very like that. So I think as I started first having boyfriends, I thought, oh, but if they argue with me, they still love me so much.
Yeah.
And then as I got older, I was like, this is too much. Like, you know, I just want someone that just loves me all the time, very calm, calms me down, because I'm the one that's I'm quite imbalanced.
Yeah, but I think that's also, you have to go and experience how not to be treated to know how you want to be treated as well.
Yeah.
You know, because if you get treated really well, first off, some people, they're not really, what's the word for it? They don't know what could be worse. So they almost think, oh, this is just the standard. And then they mess it up and they realise, oh.
Yeah, I thought arguing is the standard. Like all shouting at each other.
I think it is for some people, and like probably for you and your family and other people who are like that, that's completely normal. But I know from my own experience as well, is that shouting and making up is quite normal. But for other people in a relationship, that is so alien. That is not for them. And I've like understood that, oh, you think like a fight is the end of the world and end of the relationship.
I think like I'll say something and then I won't even remember what I said. Ask me what I said, I'll be like, I might have said something along these lines.
I think as well, like, you need to know how to diffuse it and bring yourselves back together. The one that always works, that one of my ex-boyfriends used to do, is he was like, when are you gonna shut up and give me a kiss? Like
Yes, actually is very good at diffusing me.
I'd just be pissed off. I'd be like, oh, for fuck's sake. He's like, no, when are you going to come and give me a hug?
Like, he'll do something silly and then I'll be like, oh, it's fine.
But yeah, I know that is interesting. Some people, shouting is like a no in relationship. To Italian people, that's just how we live. Like,
yeah, and I'm like,
Dolce Vita, baby.
Yeah. Like we were talking about this before, but I'm from East London. All my family's from East London, and I feel like there's a lot of love, but there's also like everyone just says how they feel when they feel it, and you know, it's arguing because everyone just if someone's annoyed you, you just say it straight away, or if something's happened, you just say it.
But if you were to go out with a little Welsh man from a little Welsh village in the little Welsh valley, he would be quite like, whoa, this is a lot, you know?
Yeah.
And then probably like there's a level up from being in Essex, you know, there's probably going to like Italy and like having a scrap with your family and like throwing pots and pans and stuff. And you'd be very shocked, Chess. You'd be like, oh my God, I need to call a hotline. But then they're like, oh, this is just how we argue.
Yeah, my boyfriend's family is so calm.
Yeah.
And I love it.
I think also when you have like, you're quite comfortable with a bit more rowdiness in your life, it can be a bit of a shock to be around a calm person because sometimes we don't understand it, do we?
Yeah, and I think that's what I struggled with when I was younger. And like, you know, I don't think Sachin's ever shouted at me. And I found that like, when I was younger, I thought people don't like. Why is he not
They
shouting?
don't care.
Yeah, like they don't care because they're not shouting at me. But it's not that he doesn't care. It's that he just thinks it's like not a way to speak to someone. So he'll tell me that he's upset with me about something, or you know, I've hurt him or something, but he just won't shout at me.
Okay, sorry. So we have asked for your dilemmas, and you have delivered this week. So me and Chess are going to be going through some of those. It was a very general and vague one this week. There wasn't any theme, so we have a bit of a mixture. So we'll jump into the first dilemma. Do you want to read the first one, Chess?
Yeah, if you want.
It's called a smart business decision ?
Okay. Oh, yeah. Right, okay. Hi, girls. I'm in a messy situation and I don't want to be judged. There's a guy I've been seeing for a year now who pays for almost everything in my life. Nice. Rents.
Where is he?
Where is he? So, rents, bills, manicure, weekends away, and pretty tax covered. I've met his parents and...
Pretty tax covered?
Yeah. I don't know what that means.
I think that means like the nails, the hair.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So like her life's covered, basically.
Good for you, babe.
Yeah, good for you. Love that. Love that for you. Don't think there's many men like that anymore. I've met his parents and he's generous. His personality is absolutely rotten.
Absolutely what?
Rotten.
Why is he rotten?
Takes a turd for the worst now. We're talking bottom of the barrel here. Savage. He constantly says stuff like poor people are stupid and if you're poor it's your own fault. Wow. That is outrageous. Supporting Labour is childish and moans everything is PC these days. I agree about the PC stuff slightly, but he basically means anyone with a different opinion to him is a snowflake. See, I don't like that. I feel like the world should be able to have different opinions and you should be able to talk about it.
I think when someone's instantly going snowflake, it's because they just want to be dominant and look like the successful person in the relationship and not listen and actually challenge the person on their point. So I think it's lazy.
Yeah, like it's just like, brushing, tarnishing everyone with the same brush, basically. That's what it's by. Yeah. I knew exactly what he was when I met him. He's not my future husband or love of my life, but hey, the game is the game. And I've got to, that is so legendary.
I want to meet this girl.
Yeah, I want to meet you too. And I've got to finesse and keep him sweet for the minimal amount of effort. In past relationships, I've had to split wise all bills. I hate that.
Ew.
I hate that. If someone asked me for a split wise, absolutely not.
A girl's night out, I understand.
No, but a boyfriend asked me for a split wise. No, I don't mind splitting things. I just find the whole thing of a split wise cringe.
Babe, you better not go to Europe because the boyfriend's there. Split wise is like the thing. Like in the Netherlands, they have this thing called a tikkie, which is basically sending someone like a bill that they can pay on their WhatsApp and stuff. So you go out with a guy and he'll send you a tikkie after.
I'd never speak to him again.
Me too.
Well, there we go.
This girl definitely wouldn't.
No. And the fact that he sets up the direct debit without a sweat, it's addictive. That's why I'm still with him. I mean, I get it. But I cannot settle down with someone of his character. Granted, mine isn't great for the exploitation.
For the what?
For the
extrapolation. Exploitation?
Yeah, I think that's what she meant.
Yeah,
exploitation. What can I say? But come summer, I will be finishing my qualifications as a fully chartered accountant.
Well
Get
done.
it, girl? And have managed to save a year and a half's worth of nest egg, which is about 24k.
Good on
I've never
you.
had 24k of savings in my life, so go you. Quite easily, someone you don't have to pay rent. Oh yeah, it's quite easily to save when you don't have to pay rent. That's what. In my heart, I don't think I can keep this up because it takes a lot of time out of my week. When I was studying and training, it was fine. Being the study bug I am, I could sit it all in. But I know if I could finesse an extra 20k or 15k, that's a great deposit on a flat. I mean, you're so right. Do I enjoy capitalism being this way? No. I come from absolutely nothing and my boyfriend comes from everything and does jack shit for it. I don't get irritated by it because the objection is the objection. I'm not writing this for you to tell me.
The objection is the objection. Doesn't mean the objective is the objective.
I don't know. The objective is the objective.
English isn't your thing.
Yeah.
But maths is.
Yeah, girl. Yeah. I'm not writing this for you to tell me I'm a bad person. I've been sending bits of money to my little sister to make sure she has enough to get through uni. Oh, that's so cute. So I use the money to enhance my life and those around me. I'm using the system just like Lauren Sanchez or many other women do. Who's Lauren Sanchez?
She's the wife of Jeff Bezos.
Oh, fair. God willing, I hope it doesn't have to be that way someday. I grew up my mum busting her ass between 2 jobs just to get me and my sister to uni as a single mum with little to no help from our dad. I want to hit the ground running when I'm qualified and no, balancing the two won't be easy. My starting salary will be around 35k. That's only enough to scrape by in London. Do I dig deep and see if I can hang on for another year at least? Again, not looking for judgment. Look into it. Look into if this is worth it. Looking to see if this is worth it. I was even thinking about shortcutting it a bit and getting him to get me a graduation gift I can sell. Go, I've got to say, you are a legend.
Okay.
What are our thoughts? See, I think if he's not marriage material, it depends how much it's like emotionally affecting you as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like, if you got so far and it's not emotionally affected you too much, sure, what's one more year? But if you're thinking about it, maybe it is starting to emotionally affect you.
Yeah, so I think, like, you've saved quite a bit. I'd get out of there.
No judgment here as well.
No, literally no judgment. I've stayed with people before because, you know, sometimes when you're in a relationship, your life just is easier and you know that if you leave someone, that your life is going to be more challenging. Like you said, if you start a job on 35k, I think when I worked in hotels, I was on like 30k or something. And in London, that is not a lot at all. But you'll be happier in the long run, I think, to know that you're doing it yourself.
And cut us in on the deal, girl. You're gonna write to us and not include us?
But yeah, what do you think?
I think... So how much does she have now? She
24.
24k. That's not enough yet to buy a flat. And I don't know how fast it takes for them to accelerate in their career. Maybe you could do an in-between. Maybe you could stick around for 6 months and then just work for the residual you need or whatnot. I mean, at the end of the day, like, I think this man is quite unique. It sounds like you don't have to do a lot of work for the money. It sounds like it's taxing a little bit, but there's always rich men in the world if worse comes to worse. So if it is really stressing you out, be done with it. Yeah. Basically.
For me, I'm not
You've
judging
done your time.
But I think the lie would get to me.
She must have liked him. You must have liked him a little bit.
Yeah, you must have liked him at some point, but I feel like the lie would get to me. Like, I personally, like, I know a lot of people do, and I get it why people go out with people that have got money and whatever. But I just feel like I couldn't do it because I just want to be in love. Do you know what I mean? Like, I value love over money.
But the game is the game, Chess.
The game is the game. No, I do get it. And I'm not judging you. I just know I couldn't do it.
So she has been doing it.
So she can do it.
So my general bottom line advice is come up with a happy medium if you can't foresee doing another year.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Fair. Maybe 6 months.
Yeah, or get that graduation present.
Sell it.
And I do think you do worry about being perceived as bad because you said, I don't want judgment and we're not going to judge you.
No.
But just don't feel bad because at the end of the day, as you said, like, he's from everything. You're never from nothing, but you're from a more humble beginning. And at the end of the day, it's a dog eat dog world. Like, you've done what you had to and you're helping your little sister. So if anyone does make you feel bad about it, then
yeah,
fuck them.
And I mean, he's obviously, like, you know, you said, like, he says about poor people being stupid. Like, surely,
obviously rich people are stupid.
Yeah, and surely, like, if you grew up that and your parents didn't have a lot of money and your mum worked really hard, would that not, like, hurt your feelings?
Yeah, she must be hurt on some level by that.
Yeah. So then I suppose that you're using him for everything he's worth.
Next dilemma.
Okay, sorry.
Am I ugly or is he asexual? Ooh. Dear girls, I come to you with the dilemma that I don't know if it's a reflection on me and what I bring to the table in this new relationship with this guy I've been seeing, or if it's just a him thing and I could do with your help to work it all out. Okay. The guy in question, let's call him Ben. Myself and Ben have been dating for approximately 1 month and a half. Everything seems like it's going okay. And on paper, he is perfect and he has a good job. He loves his family. He's a man of faith. He treats me with kindness and respect. However, whilst we are both Christian, we do have premarital sex. However, the sex is not really sexing, for me at least. Should I stay with him or should I just leave? My whole life I've grown up with the stereotype that men are more sexually active and promiscuous than women. In my past relationship, not that there's been many, I've always felt more pursued than pursuing the man when it's come to getting intimate. However, Ben just doesn't seem to have the same libido that I do. And to be honest, I feel embarrassed that my boyfriend doesn't want to fuck me all the time. Usually, they always want to fuck my brains out. I feel nothing when he's on top of me because he doesn't make any sound. And in general, the fire in our relationship that connects us on that sexual level doesn't exist. Everything else is absolutely perfect. He's basically a dream boyfriend made out of the lab, but there's no sexual spark with him. I've tried all sorts. I've tried asking him what he likes, what he doesn't like. I've tried teasing him with flirty messages and pictures. I've tried dressing up for him, and each time I get this wooden version of him. And I hate to say he's boring, and we get this passionless, goopy sex. I'm at a loss and I don't really know what to do. How can we be that compatible as people, but in sex, not that compatible at all? Isn't that what makes isn't that what makes a good couple, people who are good at sex? No, not all the time.
But I do think passion is a big part.
I think it is. She's got a final paragraph.
Okay, all right.
Ever the optimist, I always think there is an angle to improve and help each other out with things. He's a great guy, and I really don't want to sack him off because of something that isn't minor, but isn't everything in a relationship as well.
So, I have had a boyfriend before that didn't fancy me.
Eh?
So, I've had a boyfriend before that didn't really want to have sex with me.
What, because of him?
Well, he'd try and say it was because of me, but...
Was he gay?
No. He's the one that cheated on me.
Oh.
Like...
Yeah, I don't think that's for you to work out. I think that's a him problem.
No, I do think it's a him problem, but what I'm saying is it does affect your confidence.
Yeah.
So if she's feeling like that he doesn't fancy her and that he's not pursuing her, I think it's a big part of a relationship, and it really does affect your confidence.
For sure. I've had the silent sex thing where they've been silent in sex, but I've never had the doubted that they've fancied me. I've doubted if they've been mentally all there or actually really cared about me, but I've never been in this instant, because I think as well, like, fancying someone is actually quite cheap. I actually think that's probably the thing that's easiest to throw away. I think it's the most superficial part of the relationship, so that's like one benefit and one way to look at it. But I also think obviously you care about it because you're in a relationship with him and it does matter to you.
But I think if you're planning to be with someone forever, right, and already the sex is bad.
You sound young as well.
Yeah, like already the sex is bad, then it's not going to... I think the older you get, the more things happen, okay? You work more or you have kids or whatever. So normally the sex gets less rather than more.
And then it spikes up when you're a pensioner as well.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? So like you're going to have times because you're tired, because of work, the things you're doing, that you're not going to have sex. So if you feel like it's not really happening anyway and it's early on, I know it is one of the most superficial parts of a relationship, but I do think there's a connection that you get with someone when you feel like they fancy you and you fancy them. Obviously, you have to have all the other things as well.
Yeah.
But I do think it can't work long term.
I think you have to find comfort that you might never know the answer to this, and you can go search and you can wear whipped cream on your nipples, girl, and you will never understand this because he could be gay, he might be asexual,
and sorry,
go on.
I don't always think it's the case. You know, like we say, we've got this there's this massive idea in society, and probably statistically you'll know that men are more sexual than women, but I actually don't think all men are. Because I think women are more sexually empowered now, right?
Yeah.
So women will talk about sex more. Women will like instigate it more than ever before because it's more open, it's more talked about.
And we also dish the dirt in our friendship groups more.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, we do. So like, I think before, because it was like all on the men and it was like the men are the ones that instigate, and women, like, you got to think years ago, women didn't even know what it was until they got married and things like that.
Yeah, but what's the actionable advice for her here? I think you just need to like be more obvious and point blank with him and just say like, look, I love everything else, but I need you to be more expressive. I'd like you to initiate more because it's making me feel away. Like, I don't know what else. It sounds like she's done everything else.
I think from personal experience, which I can't say that it's going to be the same for you, it's never going to work. Because I just think if you're...
There's someone who would...
It really... Yeah, there's someone that you'll find that will fancy you, because I've had it. I've had someone that didn't fancy me, and it really does affect you.
And not everyone's got good taste, you know. Some people don't know the difference between caviar and a chicken nugget, babe. Like, literally.
Yeah, it's nothing on you. That's it. It's not you, but it will feel like it's you.
He might be gay. That might be it, you know. Ask him about his past relationships, and if you bump into one of his ex-girlfriends, get the tea.
Yeah, but I think you can find someone better.
Yeah, and you'll find someone who wants to rip your clothes off anyway.
Yes. I might be about to fuck up lifelong friendships because of my friend's creepo brother. Ooh. So recently I went to a family friend's 50th birthday party. For context, I'm his daughter's best friend and I'm friendly with all the other brothers in the family. However, one particular brother has made that difficult. I've not seen one of the said brothers for a few years. Let's call him Joe. We've always been platonic and friendly, but last time I saw him regularly was when I was younger. Since then, he's never been home too much. In fact, all I ever hear from their mum is how he met a girlfriend and how much the family like his new girlfriend. I met her at the 50th and she's lovely. That said, what happened next was a bit mind-blowing. I caught up with him, spoke about his new life in Bath, and I didn't think too much of it. Then, as I hobbled and bobbled around the room, he started to appear in every conversation I was having. Again, didn't think much of it. But then, as the night went on and he got more drunk, he kept on offering to buy drinks and looking at me in a different way of my best friend's older brother, like than a best friend's older brother should. At first, I thought I was being dramatic and he was just being nice. I know how annoying it is to be accused of flirting when you're just being nice. But after he saw I was struggling to get a taxi home, he booked an Uber off of his phone for me to go home and he didn't let me pay for it. I got home feeling weird. Was I reading into someone being nice? I feel like you do get like that, don't you?
This is not just you. This is universal.
Yeah. Like I read. I'm like, am I reading into that? Then before I fell asleep, I figured out he must have asked the mum or my friend for my number because I received this text. It was so nice seeing you after all this time. That dress was unreal. You've grown up well. Now that is where you're like, definitely, yeah.
Kiss.
Yeah, kiss. Yeah, there is a winky face there as well. I'm mortified.
That's creepy.
It is creepy. I'd feel so uncomfortable. I'm mortified. I didn't flirt with him or give out any mixed signals and just kept the same energy that I kept with all the brothers. A, he's basically a cousin to me. B, he has a girlfriend. Big thing, he has a girlfriend.
That should be A and the other one should be B.
What an awkward and uncomfortable position to put me in. Part of me thinks he's smart because he's always has been, at least academically. He knows I'm naturally shy and timid person and struggle to speak up. But it is clearly wrong, and what the actual fuck do I do? I've known him and my best friend's parents since we were in reception. Do I tell my friend or the parents? I don't think I can bring myself to bring that level of messiness. They're nice people, but in the back of my mind, I don't want it to mess up my relationship with the family, and I've always valued and appreciated over the years. I'd have to tell him, if she's your best friend, you've got to be like, at your dad's 50th, your brother was being really inappropriate.
And you've got the receipts.
Yeah, you've got the receipts. And you've got to be like, I feel bad for his girlfriend. And obviously I love you so much and I love all your family. And I don't want to feel like I can't be a part of it because of him.
I think as well, you are right in trusting your instinct. You know, you push your instinct down all the time. This is when you need to literally listen to what your gut is telling you. Because what he's doing effectively, you know, it sounds dramatic, but it is slightly predatory.
Yeah.
You know,
it is.
You know what? Appearing in every conversation, buying you drinks, Yeah. But like, if someone from like a family friend of mine or yours did this, I would be like, the fuck.
Well, I actually went out with a family friend, which is very messy.
Yeah, but like you must have been like, we like each other.
Oh yeah, we've known each other
and
since
he
we
didn't
were
have
7.
a girlfriend.
Yeah, no, he didn't have a girlfriend. That's the thing. If he kept doing that to you and you felt uncomfortable, you could just say to his sister, look, I think your brother fancies me, but like, can you tell him that I'm a bit uncomfortable about it? Yeah. But he had a girlfriend
that the family love.
They need to know.
And he knows what he's doing there.
And if she's a good friend, I would, like, as a girl, I would back another girl, like, against my brother. My brother's lovely, but like, if one of my friends said that to me, my brother would never. No, like, probably the most he say to my friends is hello.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a crime to fancy someone, but it's a crime to do that when you've got a girlfriend. Yeah. And also, I can guarantee you what's going to happen is if you go to the family, what he's going to say is either, she's reading into that too much, and then you show the text, which speaks for itself. And also, if he takes this angle of, I've just been so low recently and things haven't been going right, I'm really sorry, I shouldn't have done that.
She knows this too well.
Like, honestly, boy, bye. Like, you know, that is for the father and the mother to discipline him.
Also, if you say like he's not around that much, like they might not know this about him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, there might be some like truths for the parents to know.
Yeah.
If not that any of my brothers would, but if I heard that my family member of any gender was acting this way, I would like expect them to be pulled up on it.
Oh no, I would pull them up on it straight away.
Yeah.
I would probably, I'm not shy though, but I would probably say straight away to the person, you're making this person feel uncomfortable. What's your problem? What are you doing?
Yeah.
But
If you do want to cause a real mess, send the message to the girlfriend. But because you've got,
wouldn't do that.
but because they're family friends, you probably don't want to do that.
No, I would tell your best mate. That's what I would do.
Yeah, or the mum if you're close with the mum, because I think it's easier to probably tell the mum than the father or whatever.
Yeah, no. Yeah, your friend, I'd say, and then if not the mum.
What a rancid little boy.
I
Ew.
know. That is gross.
That's uncomfortable.
I do think sometimes, you know, when you've known someone since you were young, but you've always like the younger person, then all of a sudden you're this full-grown woman.
Yeah.
I do think it can be a bit of shock to some men, like, wow, they used to be like this and now they're like all this. Like, but I do think like control
if you've
yourself.
been raised as cousins.
Yeah, control yourself.
Yeah.
Like, you got a girlfriend, and it ain't her.
I think as well, like so many men, they struggle with that sometimes, like when like the girl grows up in the family, and I don't think it's actually anything for the woman to learn how to cope with. I think it's for the men to learn.
Yeah,
how to cope
100%.
with.
100% agree with you.
Yeah. Sorry for what you're going through.
Yeah, sorry about that. That's horrible.
But it will get sorted. This rat will be brought to.
And obviously, because you're shy,
Well, yeah.
you can do it like you can do it in a one-to-one conversation. It's not got to be a big drama for you to deal with.
Write us back and let us know what happened.
Yeah, that's nice.
We'll bring Chess for part 2. But unfortunately, that's all we have time for today. So thank you for sending in your dilemmas, guys. Very spicy, very interesting.
Yeah, they were good.
We've gone from finessing to asexual boyfriends to creepy family members. So where can people find you, Chess?
So my Instagram is chess_victory and my TikTok is Francesca Victory. By the way, chess is spelled like a chess game, as in like CHESS. Yeah.
Lovely. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.